The technical device that is currently advancing the quickest in our culture is the mobile phone. They change in unexpected ways in daily life. People desire to buy the newest models of mobile phones, which are constantly being released in retailers. To attract people, only their programs and shapes are altered. We use mobile devices in our daily lives for a variety of activities, including playing games. Games themselves are evolving as well. Interacting with mobile devices, such as smartphones and tablets, is now deeply ingrained in modern society all around the world because so many alternative types of activity are now possible, e.g., gaming, gambling, and social networking. The use of mobile technologies has developed over the past 20 years to include a range of behaviors that have become commonplace in people's daily lives, particularly among young people. One common form of mobile entertainment that is enjoyed on a variety of devices is smartphone gaming. Given the quick advancements in mobile technology, a thorough investigation is needed to identify the elements that will contribute to problematic use in smartphone gaming. Some of them are helpful, while some of them are harmful to children. Temple Run games, social games, puzzle games, action games, PUBG and Dream 11, and strategy games are the most popular mobile games for kids nowadays. Actually, due to differences in temperament, the games that various youngsters play may not be comparable. Everyone engages in their own game in accordance with their interests. For communication, students use their mobile devices. However, youngsters have a propensity to play mobile games frequently, which can be harmful to their developing brains. As a result, it is the obligation of parents to research the appropriate games for their kids. They must take certain protective measures against the harmful effects of mobile gaming and seek guidance from their physicians or clinical psychologists to reduce the negative consequences. Today's topic is the negative consequences that mobile games have on kids. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Dynamic TV if you like it. Side effects of mobile gaming. Selkan Aksoy discovered that depression and anxiety are linked to gaming addiction in children, and similar findings have also been documented for adults. When their smartphones are not available, heavy users' anxiety is frequently progressively generated. A recent study found that while depression and anxiety originally had a favorable correlation with a propensity for addictive technology use, they also predicted addictive computer game playing, as well as feelings of restlessness and/or anger when playing was not possible. Children who were isolated from others to spend more time playing video games had communication and social difficulties. Numerous psychological studies have shown that playing video games more frequently can have a detrimental effect on a person's capacity to communicate effectively in person with friends, peers, and family members, including parents. Communication skills may suffer as a result of this isolation, while socializing may suffer less frequently. A vital social skill that people who spend too much time playing video games will overlook is how to communicate with others in an extremely real-world context. These kids struggle to start conversations and also exhibit boredom and a sense of disconnection at social occasions. Playing video games improperly can also cause issues like being distracted in class. Even the child's health and social life are unwittingly impacted where their eye was separated. Students' social and academic behavior will be impacted by gaming. Preoccupation with memories of earlier online activity or eagerness for the upcoming online session, which could divert students' attention in class. Mobile games have both been separately related in studies to disruptions in children's sleep patterns. There's little doubt that playing video games on mobile devices will continue to keep kids from obtaining what little they do have. Sleep pattern disruptions, such those brought on by mobile games, are associated with behavioral problems and daytime tiredness. Some of the effects of activity-based video games on children are strong. The term hostility refers to behavior, physiological excitation, and reserved behaviors that are designed to harm another person who is motivated to avoid that harm. Violence, according to Akira's research, is any form of hostility that results in physical hurt or destruction. Aggressive behavior constitutes a criminal violation, and it is displayed by the offender. Therefore, this hostile behavior escalates to violence. Children are inquisitive and may act out negatively if their parents don't watch out for them. For instance, playing some video games that include killing people might make the player feel powerful. If they play video games too frequently, they won't comprehend the real world. Their minds are wired for aggression. Additionally, some games are so lengthy and challenging that it could be difficult to win on mobile. I've noticed that certain kids, especially males, get quite furious easily and toss everything at the moment of rage, including the smartphone. Teenage years may be a time of personal growth and self-discovery. Teenagers need to learn how to deal with uncomfortable social situations and painful emotions if they want to grow up to be responsible adults who can handle life's obstacles. Fantasy role-playing video games, when used properly, can teach kids important character traits that will aid them in their interactions with others. However, when used as a kind of escape, computer games can kids avoid the difficulties of growing up. Young children require role models to encourage their feelings and thoughts as they form their personalities. Mobile games play a huge part for young kids, just like some TV stars do, as they constantly examine their settings to learn things. This is because they need to fill in some voids in their thoughts. They consider some fantastical figures to be heroes, and they strive to be like them. Particularly young kids, between the ages of 5 and 6, try to mimic the actions of some players or other characters. These behaviors could put them in risk. For example, they consider themselves to be some heroes and attempt to exhibit similar behaviors. In spite of the fact that mobile games are fiction, young kids might not be able to tell reality from fiction. Therefore, individuals are more inclined to injure someone else after witnessing one of their role models killing someone. They'll pose a hazard to their environment and possibly even exhibit undesirable tendencies. Children will try to figure out how to play the sport covertly without letting you know. He might start lying or inventing justifications if he wants to play the sport for a short time. Lying about how much time you spend playing to family members or close pals at this age, using lies to get people's attention or by distorting the truth in order to get calls from parents, family members, or friends has become commonplace for children. A few youngsters are showing less interest in eating and frequently explain away their lack of hunger. Some people, however, play as they eat, which affects their eating patterns and turns them into couch potatoes. As he matures, both of these concerns will cause poor eating patterns, which will cause a number of health problems. Some kids start playing games when you try to get them to complete work because they are too busy thinking about getting home and will always refuse to comply. When a youngster flatly refuses to do what you ask him to do, it can be very irritating. It is a symbol of opposition to your child's increasing independence. But isn't it a good sign? Nevertheless, many kids' physical health is impacted by gaming. Children who play mobile games are more likely to be obese and get hand or palm injuries. Since kids should sit on chairs and the floor while playing games, this could also raise the risk of them acquiring musculoskeletal issues like headaches and back and neck pain. Overuse, damage to the hands, obesity, issues with the muscles and joints, eye strain, rare occurrences of photosensitive epilepsy, and exhaustion are some of these side effects. Headaches brought on by extreme eye strain or concentration, photosensitive epilepsy, which manifests as convulsions in the presence of bright light, carpal tunnel syndrome from using a device improperly, and poor hygiene are all possible causes of headaches.